Greetings of the day. My name is Shreya Agrawal. Welcome to my YouTube channel Alphas. And the topic I am going to discuss here is the evaluation of training program. First, let's see what is the training evaluation. The process of collecting the outcomes needed to determine if training is effective, which means training evaluation is a systematic process of analyzing if training program and initiative are effective and efficient. The company constantly evaluates the effectiveness of training program to find if the money they have invested has been spending properly or not. Trainer and human resource professional use training evaluation to assess if employee training program are aligned with and meet the company's goals and objective. Moving towards the next slide, that is how to evaluate. Through strategic evaluation, businesses can find ways to improve the quality of training and achieve the learning goals set for employee success. Training evaluation can be done in four basic steps listed on the screen. The first step is choosing the appropriate training evaluation model. Second is determine indicator of training effectiveness. The third step is choosing the right training evaluation method and start collecting data. And the last step is analyze data. What is Kirkpatrick's evaluation model? This model has developed by Dr. Donald Kirkpatrick in the early 1950s. This process is used globally by businesses that aim to get a return on investment through cost-effective and time-efficient training sessions. This model breaks down the evaluation process into four levels. The first level is reaction, second is learning, third is behavior, and the fourth is result. The reaction level, which is how did participant feel about the training program. It assesses how the learners respond to the training. This is commonly measured with the use of a survey form given to the participant to complete after the training program. Level 2, learning. To what extent did participants improve knowledge, skill and change attitudes as a result of the training? So this level measures what participants have learned from the training. Short quizzes and tests are used in this level to measure the changes in the participants' knowledge and skill. Level 3, behavior. To what extent did participants change their behavior back in the workplace as a result of the training? This assesses behavioral change from the participant as a result of training. This is measured through workplace observation, comparing before and after training behaviors. And the fourth level is result. What organizational benefit resulted from the training? The final step measure and evaluate the result of the training program against the organization or stakeholders' expectation. It reviews whether participants of the training have met their learning objectives. Some metrics or factors organizations will be measuring are productivity, morale, quality, sales, efficiency and customer satisfaction rating. ROI model. It was developed by Jack Philippines in 1980. As shown in the figure on the screen, it is a pyramid of 5 levels. The first one is reaction or satisfaction. Second is learning, third is implementation, fourth is impact and fifth is ROI. The Phillips ROI model evaluates the training program's return on investment. This model basically emulates the scope and sequence of Kirkpatrick's model but with an additional step. So coming to the level 1, reaction. Did the learner like the program? Means similar to the Kirkpatrick model, The model starts with evaluating the participants' reaction and satisfaction to the training program. Level 2, learning. Did the learner learn the content? This level measures the skill and knowledge gained by the participants. Level 3, implementation. Did the learner deploy the learning on the job? Similar to the Kirkpatrick model, this level measures whether the participants of the training program learned anything from the training upon returning to the workplace. However, it improves that scope by determining whether an issue, if any, resides with the application of the learning or its implementation. Level 4 is impact. Did the learning impact business result? In the Phillips model, instead of result, it focuses on measuring the overall business impact of the training program. It is much broader compared to Kirkpatrick models, as it identifies whether other factors aside from training affected the outcome. And the last, fifth level is ROI, return on investment. Did the learning investment pay off? This added level is designed to measure the ROI with the use of cost benefit analysis to compare the monetary value of the business outcome with the cost of the training program. Coming towards the second step of the evaluation process, indicator of training effectiveness. To effectively evaluate training program, practitioners of the training program must first define the indicator of effectiveness. As a guide, practitioner or organization should answer this guiding question, like in what sense will the training program be considered successful? Some factors or indicators that can help in measuring training effectiveness are new skill and knowledge, learning experience, employee happiness, cultural impact, efficiency impact, and financial impact. Third step in choosing the right training evaluation method and start collecting data. Training evaluation method refer to approaches in collecting the data. Once the training evaluation purpose, technique, or measurement for training effectiveness are identified, the next step is to choose the right method or tool for collecting the needed information in regard of the training program. Some of the common training evaluation method practitioners can use are: number 1 is questionnaires. These are the set of questions commonly used for gathering statistical information from participants on a particular topic. This can be used as a tool when conducting surveys for trainees after the completion of the training program. Second is interview. This can be conducted either face-to-face or online. This method allows practitioners to delve deeper into the responses of the participants. Interviews can help provide practitioners with more valuable and detailed information of the employee's experience with the training. Third is focus group. These are facilitated discussions among a small group of participants who underwent the same training program. This is helpful if the goal of the practitioners is to explore the participants' insight and feeling towards the training and to gather some feedback on how the training can be improved. And the last is observation. This method is done by observing the participants' behavioral change in the workplace setting. The practitioners or assigned evaluator will observe how they complete tasks or engage with processes and team activities. Once a method has been selected, practitioners can proceed with collecting the data. And the last fourth step is to analyze the data collected and to report the finding of the performed training evaluation. Report will further help the decision making for the better improvement. It will decide whether the training program has achieved its goals and objective or not, which means the report of the training evaluation will be a critical component for future improvement in the organization's approach to training program. Thank you for listening and watching the video.